You were created to exclaim, wow. Reverend Dr. Holly Namok Lee, Pastor United Methodist Church, Translator. Mrs. Irene Park, Reader. Mr. Jacob Lee. I asked Jesus, Lord, when you speak to other people, you seem to give compliments and say they are pretty or lovely, but you have never said those things to me. Then the Lord explained, you always came to me with theological questions and treated me as a teacher. So our conversation was rather rigid. Since you always wanted to hear the answers to your questions, I could not have any emotional rapport with you. I am God who owns emotion. I am God who delights in you with gladness. Do you know how many stars there are in the sky? No, I don't. Even though I have put up countless numbers of stars in the sky, nobody exclaims, wow. You admire great musicians' performances, you are impressed by masterpiece works of art, you marvel at beautiful dances, and impressed by artisans. And when your child learns to say mommy or daddy, you are in such awe that you cannot even close your mouth. But how come you are so dry like trees and stones in showing your emotion? I want to hear your admiration. I want to hear you exclaim, wow. Lord, I am afraid we do not have any emotional room because our life on this earth is too exhausting and weary. What does it mean that you were created to praise me? Wasn't it for you to be impressed by all the works of my creation and be in awe of how everything is wonderfully and fearfully made? Human body is a wonder. Nature is magnificent. My delicate touch is amazing. Mercy and benevolence which I have bestowed upon you, as well as God becoming a man on this earth to open the way for your salvation, would be enough to admire and marvel. But you are squeezing your head to thank and praise me reluctantly. You were created and born to shout the exclamation, wow. Lord, I never knew the word praise had such meaning. I also did not know that you wanted recognition. Since we live focusing on the world, you must have been unconcerned about your creation and your masterpieces. Please forgive us. For that reason, I gave you an artistic image so that you may use the artistic senses and eyes to create arts and masterpieces. I also gave you the spirituality to appreciate and be impressed by everything which I have created. From now on, use it fully. When I created the whole world, I exclaimed it was good and shouted with amazement. And whenever I found you, my beloved, I shouted, I will take delight in you with gladness. I wish you would express these emotions as well. I had no idea that you desired to hear such exclamations. I always asked to protect me and had expectations from you, but I never knew what to give to you. Now I see that you also want to be complimented. If I admire every day, you will be so happy. Yes, if you would make such exclamations, I couldn't be happier. When people receive admiration from the audience, wouldn't they be encouraged? I would love to receive such strength from you. I think I will be very much encouraged. Lord, do you need encouragement also? That is correct. Shouldn't I receive some kind of reward as I take care of you every day? You whom I have worked and created? You tend to think that giving tithe and offering is the end of your duty, but expressing your love is more important. I miss that even more. Lord, I never knew you needed such encouragement. I am very solitary because even human beings, whom I have created, do not appreciate me. They take it for granted. For everything God does for them, you work and receive the salary naturally. But for me, even though I take care of you from eternity to eternity, there is nobody who is impressed and exclaims, "Wow." If all of you showed such emotional expressions enthusiastically, I think I might even come out of this divine loneliness. No one recognizes me, nobody appreciates my work, and I am just assumed as a divine being who has to do everything for granted. But, like yourselves, I am God who owns emotion, God of character and personality. Of course, the expressions "I love you," "thank you," will be encouraging. But if you could shout "wow" even just once a day as you witness the works of my creation, I, solitary God, would feel rewarded. When you first created the world, you said it was good. I wish we could live with such amazement. Please impart the heavenly emotion to us. Look at the stars up in the sky. Look at the oceans and the mountains. What Job repented before me was that he was ashamed of having had the arguments with his friends, based on their tiny wisdom in front of the Creator, wasn't it? All these are heavenly wisdoms which no one can think of in this world. God becoming a man, wisdom for your salvation, wisdom to balance righteousness and love, wisdom to balance grace and truth, and wisdom to make the covenant. I impart you the very heavenly emotion. Remember that you are the beings born to exclaim, "Wow." As you shout "wow" every day, you can become humble, small, and live Creator-centered life. That is the path to remember your Creator and live daily with deeper spirituality. That is the way for you to live. That is the way to exodus from this tangled life. Look up into the heavens. Encounter the Creator as Job did. Then you will find all the answers in your life. Since you focus on the complicated everyday affairs and tangled daily experiences, you do not find answers and life just seems hopeless. Focus on me. Remember me who put the infinite number of stars, more than 100 million, up in the heavens, and be impressed at every daybreak and exclaim, "Wow." You will enjoy the life of freedom even though you are living on this earth. You will also experience that whenever you shout "wow," you will witness marvelous things find you. Then I will also shout "wow," my wonderful children. Lord, revive our emotions so that we could praise you, our living God. As the writer of Psalm 8, let this confession become our own. O Lord, our Lord, your majestic name fills the earth. Your glory is higher than the heavens. You have taught children and infants to tell of your strength, silencing your enemies and all who oppose you. When I look at the night sky and see the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars you set in place, what are mere mortals that you should think about them, human beings that you should care for them? Yet you made them only a little lower than God and crowned them with glory and honor. You gave them charge of everything you made, putting all things under their authority, the flocks and the herds and all the wild animals, the birds in the sky, the fish in the sea, and everything that swims the ocean currents. O Lord, our Lord, your majestic name fills the earth. You can order these 3 books from Amazon Kindle. 365 Prayers of Blessing for Your Children. Theory and Praxis of Landwork. The Lord's Visitation for 14 Days. My Beloved Bride, Heal as I Reveal. This video is made by Reverend Dr. Holly Namok Lee, who is a minister of the United Methodist Church. She got a degree of Doctor of Ministry at Claremont Theological Seminary in California. She is an executive director of Manoah Ministry. She carries a healing ministry. She is an author of 40 books and led 1,000 revival services and over 200 seminars for ministers. Now, she lives in California with her husband, Reverend Peter Yongtek Lee. She is the 4th daughter of Dr. Sung Bum Yun, former president of Methodist Theological University in Seoul, Korea. In Hebrew, Manoah is an adjective that describes being restful. We use the term Manoah as a noun. Please hit the subscribe button for Namok TV, News from Heaven. Thank you for watching this video.